Hello everyone, this is Debbie from Ink and Page, and I'm here today with a new Junk Journal January video. This is for day 24, which is line. Okay, so if you are new and you would like to receive the printables that I'm about to use in this video, you just need to go down in the description below, click the link, sign up. It says sign up here, so it's pretty straightforward. And then I'll send you these plus all of the other ones for the month, including the ones that are coming out next week. So, okay, so we're just gonna jump right in here. This is my page for today. It's this one here. And since the prompt is line, like for me, that means lined pages. So my plan for today is, I think, the simple one, but I think I complicated it up just enough. I'm going to make a little mini notebook like this, and oops, I probably shouldn't have moved this yet, like this, and then I'm going to put a pocket on the page. But before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to collage this page, and I'm going to try out my new glue. You guys recommended this glue stick in the comments. I got, I think, 2 recommendations. It was this one, and I think it was Scotch was the other one, which I ordered both of them to try. So we're going to try this one first, and we're going to see how it holds up. Because I don't want to wet this page, because I have discovered that if I try to use like collage medium or glue on the opposite side of a page, it's not a pretty sight. It like will leak through sometimes and get on the other page. I took my envelopes out temporarily and all my tags out just so that I would have a little bit of a flatter surface. I do have like a bunch of staples in here from yesterday, so those I want to cover up as well. So yeah, so this is a good page to test out our glue stick and see how it works. Okay, so what I did was I made myself a bunch of collage items. Now, some of these you'll recognize. This was left over from yesterday. I tore up some pieces of like ledger paper. I did some stamping today as well, and I just stamped a couple of things onto paper. Like this is the rip. It's the like edges from all my book pages. I just stamped a whole bunch of, I just got a pile of them and stamped them all. I mostly use the Tim Holtz, the one with, I can't remember if it's called Tidbits. I think it might be, but I'll look it up. Yeah, anything else I could find in my stash, I just ripped up. Some mini lined papers, mini graph papers. I have some actual lined paper, which is like what I'm using in the thing. And the other thing that I did was I took this paper that was from the printable kit, and I went ahead and I used the squares in it to create little mini collage tiles. So I just made my own with stamps. I cut a couple of them out already, which is why half the paper is missing. And then I left the rest of them to cut. Like this came from this paper as well. I have a couple others in here. This one also came from this paper, but I cut it down. This one came from this paper as well. The thing about the paper is the way that it's set up is you get some squares all the way down here. They're actually probably rectangles, but they're close to squares. And then you get some shorter ones here. And then these ones, like dream and this one word here, they came from the top row. The top row had a really narrow band of them, and these were perfect for words. So what I just did was I just went in and I just stamped into the middle of the squares. And the nice thing about this is you have like a ready-made background already. Like, you don't have to do anything, you know, it's just like automatically already got the stuff on it. This is a washi sticker from 49 Market that comes, they have like a series of like rolls of like washi stickers that go with all their kits. I think this one is Tranquility. This butterfly is from the same kit as well. And then I also went in and did a couple, like I had a bunch of like random washi tape pieces that were like, I have like the edge of my desk, like I'll just stick them there, like when I peel them off of stuff or I cut too long of a piece, I just stick them in a little row. And I had a bunch of those, so I just went ahead and also stuck those into the little squares too. So I got one here. I did it in a random fashion. It is possible that I could have been more efficient about it, but I'll just put these other squares that are just coming off of this into my scrap bin and use them anyway, so it's probably not a big deal. So yeah, this is one of the ones that I just used like one of the washi tape leftovers from right there. This is, I know I used this stamp in another layout, but I'm not sure which one it is. I did end up stamping it twice because I messed it up right there. This one has the washi tape that I've been using in every spread, which is this one. So then I figured I could just, you know, collage all this stuff into the background, and then I'll put a pocket, and I will put my mini notebook in the pocket. I was thinking about doing a camouflage notebook, but because the prompt, I just messed that up, because the prompt is lines, I figured the notebook should be like, you know, the central item in the spread. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I wanted to do something to make it, you know, nice as well. So I just figured I would cut some of them here, and I would pre-cut a couple of them. I did, like, it was quite enjoyable to do this, like, to try to fill up all the squares. Like, if I had had all night to do it, I would have spent all night on it. But I wanted to get to do, I wanted to actually make my page, so here I am. Oh, I have one more here. It has a 2 on it. But it's nice because these grungy backgrounds, they just, it makes the, like, whole thing look a little bit more special. So, all right, so I got that. I'm going to put these ones in the scrap bin. And then I'm just going to quickly ink these guys. I already inked the other ones. I'm not sure 100% like exactly what I'm going to put, you know, behind my notebook. Like, after, I'm going to collage this a little bit. I'm probably going to add a little texture paste, just depending on how it looks. And then maybe add some of this behind it, or we could maybe add some of the butterfly fabric. I'm not sure, like, just whatever, you know, it needs. Because sometimes, you know, you can plan ahead, but you don't know exactly what you're going to do. So I tried to plan this one out a little bit so that, I know some of you guys like really long videos, but some people like half-hour videos. It's like trying to find a happy medium between the two of them. I know I've been running really long lately, so I thought I might try to get this more towards, like, you know, a happy medium of an hour and a half in between 30 minutes. So I'm sure I can find like a 45-minute place in there someplace and try to make everybody happy. So, all right. So I think this is, I'm close to my last one here, and then we can start laying these down on the page. This is one of my favorite things to do. I don't know if I went through these. I stamped on this, you know, stuff like that. And then this is the paper that I'm going to be using to make my pocket out of, because it also has lines on it. So, I just have a whole lot of stuff here. Here's more of my stamped stuff is here. So I'm just going to like spread that all out, and then we can get to work of gluing it to the page, and making our little collage background here. I love to make a masterboard. So this is kind of like a masterboard that I'm not going to cut up. So let's see. Okay, so we're going to give I'm going to get a piece of paper just to put behind this while I put the glue on it. And then, okay, here we go. I always get the end wrong on this one. I always want to open the bigger end. Okay, let's see how this goes. Hopefully this will be good for this particular project. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna have to take my clips off. I know I want to put this in the corner. So some of this stuff is gonna, you know, end up being covered up by like the actual pocket and the notebook, but I just think it's nice to have like a bit of a background on it that's interesting, because the notebook itself is going to be pretty plain. So hopefully that will help. You know, I'll put down my big pieces first. I probably need way too many pieces, huh? But we'll see. We'll see what happens here. I love to make a lot of pieces, so I could always make another collage on the other side of the page as well if I wanted to. I think I'm gonna have a bunch of leftover like papers and stuff. So maybe one of these like days we can just do like a couple of masterboards with like the leftover pages and ephemera that we have, and then just cut those into I need to put something next to that first. Cut those into like tags and stuff like that. I did think it would be fun to at least once a month have like kind of like an ephemera making day where we just like all sat down and worked on making ephemera. Someone did pose the interesting question of like, how do you pre-make ephemera for, you know, if you use kits? So I'm going to tackle that problem and think about like, one of the things I thought about doing, and you guys can let me know what you think about this in the comments, is creating like a variety pack, right? And so we'd create a variety pack of like similar to you know, what you saw in these packs for this, but they would be more organized, and they would contain like mini projects and stuff like that. And then I would work them on like color themes and on themes. So like I work a lot in themes. If you guys, you know, if you've been to my Etsy shop, you probably know that. So like I could like my most obvious one would do is like if I did like a neutral grunge pack, like a neutral grunge variety pack, and then we use that to make neutral grunge ephemera. And then I could do a gothic pack, and we may use that to make gothic ephemera, and you know, from there on. So that's my best solution to how do you pre-make ephemera for for kits, that like if you use kits, right? And, you know, so there has to be a way to do it. So I think that if I, like, created packs that worked in themes and in color schemes. So, like, you know, I have some favorite color schemes. Anything with purple is probably my favorite color scheme. And anything gothic, also my favorite color scheme. And gothic can be in a huge range. You know, a lot of people go straight to red, but I think I go more to the purples with gothic. So you'll have to see, you know, like we'll test run the idea and then see what happens doing it. Because I don't know what I'm going to do. Like once Junk Journal January is over, I'm going to miss doing this so much. Like this is like literally such a part of my day. Like I get up in the morning and it's like kind of the first thing that I think about. Let's go this way. Because, you know, it obviously, I have to get it done all in the whole day, so, but I don't know what it's going to be like when I have to go back to not, making a video every day, because I almost went straight from doing the 12 Days of Winter Wonder to this, so, like, I've been making a lot of videos lately. So I'll have to see how that goes for, you know, for February. But I figure we can at least do some fun projects, like that, even if we're not doing like an organized project. And then I'll organize a couple projects too. I definitely want to do Summerween. I'm not sure when I want to do it. I'm wondering what you guys think about. I don't know if doing it in August is a bad idea or not. I know that there's a lot of other like summer events that kind of like, there's Junk Journal July, right? So I don't know if I don't want to do it during July, and June feels too early to me. So I don't know. You guys also let me know about that in the comments, and I can probably throw a poll up too about the dates for that. Because I'm pretty flexible in terms of doing that. But I think, like, it would be fun to take a whole month and make a journal for Halloween, but do it before Halloween so we can all enjoy our journals during Halloween. Because that is a problem that I frequently have, is that, like, I want to do a journal, but it's so busy during that time of the year. So, like, if we at least have our journals made, we have a bunch of ephemera done, you know, we can keep working on them. But, like, at the same time, like, it'd be nice to be able to, can I peel this up? I should not have put that down yet. Okay. It would just be nice to have that, you know, flexibility there. So yeah, I'm already thinking about our next project. And, like, I won't wait till August to do another project, but I'll come up with something else in the meantime, but it won't be, like, so majorly giant, right? As, like, what I hope to do for Halloween. And I might do, depending on what you guys think, I might do the Halloween journal kind of like this event, and see, like, if that, like, this format, like, with Winter Wonder, there was a video and printables every day, but I think the problem with that model was that we were all like, we have to cut it, you know what I mean? So, like, it was a little bit of a stinker in that way. Like, it was harder, like, we didn't get nearly as much decorating done in our journals as I had hoped, but it was only like 12 days. So we'll definitely do more days in August. So, and I don't know how that's going to work, you know, for going back to school and all that too. Like, I know some schools go back really early. The ones here usually go back in September. They have been, like, varying it to like, and moving it, like, lower to August. Move this like this. But this past year we started in September, so we'll have to see. I'm gonna be sad to cover this up, but I think that's gonna be fine. I mean, I guess gluing stuff to paper is probably one of the, like, most relaxing activities you could engage in. I'm going to put this Dare to Spread Your Wings on the edge here so you can see it. All right, hopefully these are gonna stick. It's a bonus when you can peel it back up, but I don't want the whole thing to peel off. Okay, we're coming along. Let's see, I want to get something. Am I breaking the rules if I put the lines that way? I hope not. All right. Okay. Okay, what else do I have here? I have this cute bird. I have this. I want to put my little cogs on here. I did ink all my edges because I wanted them to kind of stand out a little bit. On the page, like each like item to stand out a little bit. Go this here. Oh, this color scheme, I really, really like this. It's super pretty. It's just like the light blue brown type of theme, which is, it's always very soothing. Is there anything else that I want to make sure that I get on here? The nice thing about this is I'll have leftovers. So, ooh, I did 2 Dare to Spread Your Wings. Sometimes I do 2 in case I mess up. So, because you never know what's going to happen. Okay, there we go. We'll put that on there. So maybe we can get like a touch of, well, actually, if I go this way, it'll have more pink. I don't know how much of that's going to show. But, you know, uh-oh. I don't think I'm a good glue stick gluer. Here, I love some wet glue. There's that. I could always, like, touch it up, I guess, too. Alright, is there anything else I want to put on here? Should I do, like, a little graph in the corner? Okay. Okay, so I could maybe make a, yeah, okay, I think that's full. So I'm going to put these to the side temporarily. And then if I want to, I can make a cluster at the end. Oh, this flower, so cute. All right, I'll save it. I'll save it. Okay. So let's make the notebook really quickly. That'll give our glue a chance to get itself, you know, settled down. Okay, who saw what I did with the cap? I'm super good at losing this kind of stuff. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right, so I have this. And what I think I'm going to do to close it is I went ahead and I punched this with this punch that I've been using pretty consistently throughout this. I've used a couple, but this is the one I've used by far the most. So I'm going to get my awl, and I'm just going to punch through 2 holes. I was thinking here and here. Should I go here and here? Maybe I should. Here and here, and then put 2 brads through. And the bonus of that, it does, like, on the off chance, very minuscule chance, that I wanted to remove this, I could. But I'm not sure if I should do, I think I want to do the outside ones. All right, so I'm going to just push that through there. Hopefully I don't have to get my book out. Okay, there's that. And then we'll get this one. I clipped it so it would hold it still while I did this. And it'll even help more if I just stick that in there. Okay, here we go. With this one, I have to say the awl goes down is one of the most useful tools that I have here. It just pokes holes so nicely and so easily. All right, so let's stick this through. All right, so now I have both my brads coming out the back here. And I'm just gonna fold those over. Oops, where is it? I still have glue on my hands. There we go. I have a lot of ink too. I was testing out a bunch of different ink colors before I did this, but I ended up going with good old vintage photo. It's just the best one. Okay, so here's my little notepad, and I used all like tea stained papers. And this is just composition notebooks, which are my favorite to tea dye because you get like a big long piece of the notebook, and so it like gives you a lot of flexibility on what you want to do with it. You can also sew it into signatures so your lines are horizontal and not like this because you had to sew it in, you know, like that. Okay, so let's add the pocket onto here. Okay, so I think it's gonna go right there. I'm wondering if I should, I'm just gonna hit this like one that's on the fold with a little tiny bit of actual like wet glue. That should be okay for here. And then I am gonna use that to put this on here. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here like right, let's see how this is gonna look, because this is gonna go on here just like this. And then what I have to decide about is like what is gonna go in the background here. Okay, because I think this fits in nicely with the collage style of the whole journal itself. That vintage photo is getting everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna put this like right about here, just above book classification. And then I'll have spread your wings right there. And then, okay, so I'm gonna let that glue set. I don't know if I should put something behind the notebook itself. So like, this would probably be on the page. I hope that's in frame. Or if it went like this. I don't know, it might look silly though when the notebook was out of the, I should have held that down, out of the book. Alright, so I think what we'll do is make a cluster to go on the front of this, like that we can just clip to the pages. And also maybe put something on this pocket here as well. Just so we have, like, you know, a little something something on there too. It's not going to have to be crazy because this is going to mostly be hidden. But, like, if I can get, like, a nice little, one of these, like, my little quotes, like, I have that one already. Or maybe my little bird, to be honest. Is that going to be? Okay. Just see what I have left here. I think that's too big. I do have this that it was just left over from yesterday too. Right, so let's put that down here. This here. I mean, every spread can benefit from a little cluster, I think. Okay, so I'm going to staple this here just on the bottom to hold it together. And then I'm going to add a little glue as well to here. And then we'll add our little dream over here, I think. This is going to go on the pocket. So just like that. If it wasn't going to go in the pocket, I would do more. But I don't want it to create any bulk under there. I just want it to just have, you know, just like a little, oh, look, surprise decoration. I have ink. I've pretty much permanently have ink and glue in my hands this week. Okay. Okay, so before I do the cluster for the front of the notebook, I'm going to just add a little bit of this mother of pearl embellishment paste, just a tiny bit, to give this just, like, I'm really into shimmer and shine lately. So I just want to add a little tiny bit. Go on there. Apparently putting it on that curve right there was not my best plan. There we go. And then when that dries, it'll just dry like a little bit shiny, like a glimmery, not shiny, just glimmery. I didn't activate that. It's just kind of, it's pretty thick, so it's not really wet, but it definitely looks like it's getting the paper wet. Alright, I'm going to put that aside and let it dry a little bit. And I'm going to make another cluster. Okay, now I want to make one that I can kind of just like clip maybe on this side of the page. Like to have on the front just as like a little decoration. Let's see here. I'm going to hold on the embellishment paste in case I want to add more of that. And let's see. I like this one. Here. Maybe we can build on some text here. This is just a tad bit bigger. Okay, we're going to try the lace in this. Okay, I can't not mess with this. I'm sorry. Okay, so what was I going to do here? My heart. All right, I was going to cut lace, right? It's nice to get a little bit of texture in here. Sometimes I like it when it's like folded over. I'm going to staple this here. And then, I thought I didn't get that glue on my heart up here. And then I can still mess with that a little bit. Because I have like a bunch of these pieces of paper left, so I just need a little ink on that. Okay. Well, if I had the foresight to get out paper clips, we could have made a hidden paper clip, but we'll do that another time. Okay, so if I go, I'm going to sneak a staple under here as well. There we go. I'm going to have to glue this little piece of paper in too. And I'll sneak some glue in under the staples as well, just to hold everything down. But what I'm wondering is if I can add a little something. These are the 49 in Market washi stickers. I'm wondering about this one right here. I don't want to touch these stickers because my hands are kind of sticky and gluey. All right, let's try this one. We don't have that much green in our layout, but do you have the blue? We also have a tiny bit of pink. I could keep just making this bigger. hold on one second here. Okay, so I have this, like, I saved this piece of washi from something that I put it on and didn't like, and then pulled it off. So I think we're going to try to add this here, because I want to grab that butterfly. That's the nice thing about washi. It, like, you can keep it hanging around for a couple days and it's still ready to go. Alright, I hope I'm not needlessly complicating everything here. But I just want it to look pretty on the front. And I still have some pieces that are usable as well. Right, I think I might try to rough these edges just a tad bit and then add some ink to those guys, and then we'll be all set. And then we'll be pretty much close to done. Okay. I hope I can make this butterfly stick out the way that I want it to. If I can't, I can't, but so I figure it's always worth the try, right? It's just a hint of it, but not the worst. Okay, so what do I do about that top there? Probably the solution is going to be mummy cloth. Although, this might have been a better choice than that. Well, it looks like I have another extra piece of ephemera, so. Alright, let me get some mummy cloth. Okay, so my mummy cloth has been reduced to basically thread, but that's okay, we'll just use it. Because that's what I was going to do with it anyway, right? I was just going to tangle it up and I'm just going to put a little glue in here and then we'll just attach it in there. Okay, that's perfect. All right, now all I have to do is I want to get it so that the pinked edge, I'm just going to trim off this top edge a little bit. It's possible I should have used those other scissors. Alright, now if I glue this, I was going to just staple it, but if I glue this onto the fabric, it'll help give the fabric a little structure that it needs to function as like the back of this whole thing. And then I think this is a good match for the paper that I chose for the pocket. That's this here. So I don't know if I'm like subconsciously designing these papers to match, but I think that works pretty well. I'm going to try to straighten this out. And then I'll just fray it a little bit. And then that way it won't matter if it's straight or not. I'm going to pull threads at the top too. Because of they'll go with this little fraying right there. I have to say I haven't, I guess this, I don't know if this qualifies as lace or just trim. But I like it. I haven't really used much of that in my journals before. I think that's the one is super pretty. Oh, that helps. It also helps if you do this before you glue everything down. But hindsight is 20/20, right? Okay, so do you want to clip this on? How am I going to clip this on here? I might have to go find a paper clip after all. I just want to kind of put it in the middle here. Okay, I lucked out and I have one of these teeny tiny like Tim Holtz binder clips here. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to binder clip my little cluster onto this little, oops, I have this, I thought I could like wrap that around it, you know. I don't know if I should put like a, let's check this out. And pop this in here. Okay, so this is going to slide in by the back here. I'm just trying to be gentle with my pocket because it's going to be like, okay. A24 spread for the prompt line. It's a cute little notebook here. I'm thinking about decorating the pages, to be honest. I snuck a little washi sticker under there. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I would appreciate hearing your thoughts in the comments, and I hope you joined in with me today, and I will look forward to seeing your projects in the Facebook group. Tomorrow, oh dear, our prompt is modern, so wish me luck with that one, because I still don't know what I'm doing for that guy, but we'll see. If you could give the video a thumbs up and subscribe, I would appreciate it very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining me.